Today, we're diving into a fascinating and honestly often overlooked piece of Australian history. It's a story of survival, of exploration, and of the very first Muslim communities to call this huge continent home. So, let me start with a question for you. When you think about the people who built the foundations of modern Australia, who comes to mind? Take a second. Well, the answer might actually surprise you. We're about to explore a really crucial part of that story, one that doesn't start in the coastal cities, but way out in the vast, harsh Australian outback. All right, let's meet them. Let's talk about these desert pioneers, Australia's very first and maybe its most unexpected Muslim community. So this whole story kind of unfolds in three main parts. It all kicks off back in the 1800s when cameleers arrived to help, tame the continent's massive interior. Then their presence sort of fades in the early 1900s as technology moves on, but that sets the stage for a powerful new beginning for the community after World War II. Okay, and this is really interesting. The term they used was the Afghan cameleers, but it was really just a catch-all name. These guys were a super diverse group from all over the region. India, Pakistan, not just Afghanistan. And they were true experts in desert survival and transport. And wow, their contribution was just immense. I mean, they were literally the lifeline for exploring the inland, carrying all the vital supplies. They were absolutely crucial for building Australia's first roads and railways. And they even helped connect Australia to the rest of the world by supporting the construction of the overland telegraph. And this right here, this just perfectly shows their legacy. In the middle of all that backbreaking work, they quietly practiced their faith. They actually built some of the very first mosques in Australia, out in these remote outback towns. So just to recap, you've basically got these two completely different waves of migration. The first one, back in the 1800s, was all about conquering the desert. But that second wave, the one that came much later, was about families building new lives in the cities. Okay, so let's jump into that second wave. This is where we see a new Australian welcome in the era right after the Second World War. And this post-war period brought a whole new level of diversity. I mean, look at this list. People were arriving from all over the globe, from Turkey and Lebanon, from Bosnia in Europe, and from Indonesia just to our north. Every group added their own unique culture to the Australian mix. And unlike those early pioneers, they weren't heading for the outback. They made their homes in big cities like Sydney and Melbourne. And it's here that they established the vibrant communities, businesses, and cultural hubs that are still thriving today. Which, of course, brings us to the present day. Because this isn't just history, right? This is about how Islam has become such a fundamental part of the modern Australian story. Today, Muslim Australians are completely woven into the fabric of society. You'll find them in every imaginable field, as doctors, as business owners, as students, as workers. You name it. And this quote really just says it all, doesn't it? What started with this small, incredibly tough group of desert pioneers has grown into this diverse and vibrant community. It's now a core part of Australia's modern, multicultural identity. You know, it really makes you wonder, what other hidden histories just like this one are out there, just waiting for us to find them?
يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير